Okay, so accessory sharing. This is part 2 of the vlogs for this weekend, right? Okay, so I'm a big hoop earring wearer, right? This is gonna be an accessories haul, pretty much. These are hoop earrings from Forever 21. I think they're the same size. I think these are a little too, I think my preference is always like at least 2 1/4 inches diameter. Yeah, these are like the same size. They're just hoop earrings, but they have like, you know, rhinestones, crystals. So this one's silver and then this one's gold. So you can see those. Okay, next up is this ring. It's like a pinky ring. I picked it up at Nordstrom Rack over the weekend. It's by the brand Covet, and it's just this huge, like not huge, it's like a tiny ring, but it's, the whole thing is basically covered in like a crystals. They had it in gold, but the gold one, which you would think I would enjoy so much more, I did not. I liked this one better. This is the Amber necklace. I don't know, every time I hear that name, I just think of the 90s. I don't know why. It's the Amber necklace from Bauble Bar, and not Bauble, right? So this one has 2 like disc chains, and it has like a piece that drops. And then there's like little hammered bars at the bottom, and I think it's really pretty. And I like debated, I'm like, is it worth it? Because it's like what, $42, $45? But the more I look at it and the more I like try it on, I'm like, I love it. It's like so pretty and so shiny, but not like crystal, because you know, something like this in like a crystal construction would look very, I don't know, but I love it. Do we love it? There's another one called Amy, and I feel like that one is it goes more here. I think it's like, is it 2 necklaces? There's one piece that goes there and another piece that drops, but I feel like I like this element a lot more than that one. I don't know, it's also a lot more ba-bam, you know? You enjoy that? Okay, maybe. Good morning, makeup. Okay, so I want to not rush, I want to get this part done quickly so I can also share sunglasses with you. We're on time crunch if you can't tell. Okay, so I talked about no skincare today, but it's the Cosmetics Opticrystal and the Skin Fix Moisture Boost Serum. Okay, I think Moisture Boost Serum. Okay, so John Frieda Luxurious Volume Refresh Dry Shampoo. I opened this with you guys in a previous vlog, right? And only then did I realize it says for fine hair. I do not have fine hair. My hair is dry, coarse, thick, and I would say it's like, it's kind of heavy. It's pretty heavy. So what this did do for me is it did the dry shampoo element where my hair felt refreshed. It smelled good again. It like took away the oil, but I didn't get any volume from it because I don't know, maybe the formula is just not meant for my hair type. And I was looking at the ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 ingredients, one of which is just fragrance and the other one which is the hydrofluorocarbon, which, so it's a very short list of ingredients, which I was really impressed by. I feel like when I look at other dry shampoo ingredients, there's like a lot more on there. The other thing I like, the scent. I also will be looking, if they have one that's not for fine hair, like for normal hair or whatever my hair type is, I will definitely pick it up. The price on this is, I think, is $6.99 like at retail, so it took a really good price point. And the other selling point for me was the rice starch. I've talked about this before. After trying tons and tons of dry shampoos, I whittled it down. The number 1 ingredient I like is the rice starch. The number 2 is the aluminum starch, and everything else after that, like, is there like tapioca, and some of them have talc in them, but dry shampoos with the rice starch are like the number 1 performers for me. So I'm giving this a very positive review. I just don't think that it works for my hair type as far as giving volume, but it does work for me from a dry shampoo standpoint, right? Okay. Foundation today. I have been so into using concealer as foundation lately. It's been the NARS Radiant Creamy. So this past week, a lot of Tarte Shape Tape has been used. This is the shade Light Medium, which I usually use for my eyes, under eyes. Guys, I am so pale right now. I don't know what is going on, like, so pale. I know it's summer, but I really haven't been in the sun. I've laid out maybe like twice, but that was like in like June, July-ish. I have not been in the sun, but I feel like I'm also doing like a normal amount of driving, so I've just become so light. This is like light medium, and it like matches me like perfectly. I was using medium, but I noticed that I was looking a little orangey, so I switched it out. Here's what happened. It went from just using medium to mixing medium and light medium, and now we're just using light medium. I mean, we're so pale right now. But whenever I use very heavy coverage foundations or high coverage, or when I use concealer as foundation, I go in with the Artis number 7. This, I always was kind of not opposed to it, but I didn't think this would work for me because I like the 6, which is smaller, and then the Misha one is also a 6. And what other one? The Kaylin is also like a 6, like that kind of size. But this, like, seriously, like, you dot your foundation on, and then it just makes your foundation go on in like 5 seconds. It's like, and then you smooth that dot out, you smooth a couple dots out here. It takes like no time at all. If you want, depending on what kind of foundation you use, something like light to medium coverage, I would say you're good to go. But if you, I'm sorry, my nose is so itchy. If you use something heavy coverage or something that has like a more matte formula, definitely bounce a beauty blender across it, just so that it kind of, I don't know, it perfects it. Okay, spiel. Next is the Sicily concealer in number 2 under the eyes. I have put in an order for number 3. I know this is like very expensive concealer. It's $107. I've never paid full price for it. I want to say I've always paid about half. Spring was doing, I had like a $20 credit, and then they were doing 20% off. I have no idea. I didn't even know that there was like a promotion, but when I added this to my cart, it just took 20% off. So I think I paid around like 50 something, which is still a lot for a concealer, I agree, but this is so good and I've been loving it so much. How much do you get in here? 15 milliliters. Okay, kind of standard for a concealer, but you use a very little amount. And the reason I picked up number 3 is that one is a little more yellow, whereas this one's a little more peachy orange. So I'm trying to see if I could get away with, I can't get away with this by itself, but I always like putting something on top of it. And today I used the Bare Minerals Bare Skin. I talked about this in previous vlog, right? I used the shade medium, and it's the most serum-y, soft, kind of radiant concealer for the under eyes. If you like that, you will love this. To carve out the face today, I feel like I'm losing weight, kind of, because I'm not going to the gym because my back hurts, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's diet. Like, I've been eating much healthier, so that's probably, I think, part of it. The Graftobian HD Cream Highlight Contour in the shade Light. I know, here we go. I only used this shade for the cheeks today. Sometimes I blend the two, but right now I'm so light that I feel like everything is so dark on me. So we have that in there today. Love. It creates, even when you don't use a bronzer on top of it, it looks so good because it's the formula and the way it applies, which I think kind of go hand in hand, but like these creams blend out in a way that, like, they're so soft and creamy, but then they set. I feel like a lot of other kind of contour or highlighting creams, I'm just like looking at my collection there, they're kind of stiff and they're harder, and you need to use, I always used to use a much more densely packed synthetic brush to blend them in, but with these I can use like very fluffy brushes and they still blend in really beautifully with very little effort. So still singing the praises of this one. These are not going away anytime soon. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. We have number 2 and number 3. We have this as the setting powder on the face, and then this is bronzer. You guys know I've been loving the Smashbox Primer Water. This one is literally almost out, but I bought the full size. After I put all my face makeup on, I put this on all over, and then I applied the Kiko Summer 2.0 highlighting drops again because I'd always been applying it before setting my face with a spray, and it leans more natural looking. But today when I applied it on top of my setting spray, like I let the setting spray kind of set first, and then I applied it, and it went on so much more, not so much more intense, like more intense for me, for what I like. But do you guys see the difference? Because I've shown this to you two or three times, and it's always been like very natural, but this you can actually see so much more of it, right? And I have it, well, down the nose only to here. And then I have it on the upper lip. But like the cheeks look so pretty today, don't they? Oh, love. For the brows, okay, I don't know why I strayed from this. For the longest time, ever since I got this from Black Up, it's the waterproof brow powder. in the shade, I think there's 2 shades, this is the second shade, so the darker shade. From the moment I got this, I was using this every single day, and you guys saw it because it was in every single makeup breakdown. But then I strayed from it for, I want to say like a month or 2. I was trying out kind of brow, like gel, what do you call it? Like a brow mascara type things. And then I went into this, I want to say like earlier this week, and I was like, why did I stop using this? Like, the brows look so much more perfected. I have slightly more brow hairs, and I know that when I reviewed this previously, I was like, I'm not so into this brush, but now this brush does, I love it. Like, it's great again. Or it probably was great, it just wasn't great because I felt like I didn't have enough brows to like, it just made it look too intense on me, whereas now it's like perfect. I just use this before I fill in the brows with like a pencil, which is I use this one, the Benefit Precisely My Brow. But when I use this as a base to just, if you have thick brows already, you will love this because you can just draw in the hairs and they'll look like hairs and they'll stay on there all day. That is like the huge selling point of this, is how long it lasts. Like, it's not going anywhere, but the formula is drier, because I feel like when you use like a pomade, is that how you pronounce that word? I always feel like they're a little goopy. So I've played with them when they were like a big thing. I just never went back to them, and I've never repurchased one. I haven't bought like a brow pomade in like 2 or 3 years, I think, because it just, oh, so back in love with this. For eyeshadow, the base is the By Terry Bronze Moon. We'll do, as usual, all the swatches, and then I'll show it to you at the end. I used 2 palettes today. The first palette is the Misha Ital Prism Modern Shadow Collection. This is in the shade 1. I've shown this to you a couple times on a vlog. I've just kind of been into this formula, like really into it. So today I used this shade all over the lid and into the crease. Usually I go matte in the crease, but I just didn't feel like going matte in the crease today. And then I used a combination of these 2, which are kind of like, it's a combination of like a matte and a satin formula. So I kind of just mix those 2 together into the crease a little bit. And then I use this Rodeo palette. So from this palette, I think I only use 1 shade. Yeah, I only used the black in here. I don't know why. I think I had planned on using more of this palette, but I ended up using the black. And then I pulled out my Cargo eyeliners. I love these. These have to be in the top, like, top 3. Maybe even, it's like, it could be in the first place. I've been using Kohl's a lot because I like that smudgy look, but today I wanted like a very like, I want everything to stay in place. Plus I think I have to go someplace after work today, so it's like, let's just have it together. So these are the swimmables. I've loved these for such a long time. Today I used 3 of them. I was just like, I don't know, I felt like really playing with makeup today. So I have Black Sea, and then I use Pebble Beach, which is like a brown, and lastly we went in with like navy today. So this is called Loch Ness. So there's the By Terry Bronze Moon. These 3 are from the Misha palette. I have this all over the lid and into the crease. This is a little bit in the crease and the lower lash line, and then we use the black to kind of smudge out the outer V. As for these Cargo eyeliners, we have this Black Sea. This is in the tight line, and then I took the brown shade in Pebble Beach and I smudged that kind of with this one into the top lash line, and then we use Loch Ness in the waterline. I kind of also took Loch Ness and smudged it on the top lid and the lower lid, and then I grabbed like the Wayne Goss pencil brush and put it into this black and really smudged it. So you can see we are very smudgy and very kind of navy, and I don't know, I really like it. Again, very smudgy. For lips, I had shared the Skin Fix Moisture Boost Serum with you, and I mentioned that I had picked up a lip balm with it, or it came for free. CVS was doing a promotion. So I got the Lip Repair Balm. It has coconut and jojoba oil. I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna love this so much. I do love it, but it's not good enough as a nighttime treatment for me. So I have been just using it to prep my lips when I do my makeup. It's really good. It's just, I'm so in love with the Laneige Sleeping Lip Mask that this just, it really doesn't compete with this. So the ingredients in this are petrolatum, coconut oil, beeswax, soybean oil, and jojoba oil. Oh, and the last one is allantoin. I don't know what that is, but that's pretty good when you know every single ingredient on here except for that last one, which maybe I'll go look it up. Again, it's like made in Canada, and I think it's like, the whole line is great. I haven't tried something from Skinfix that I don't like yet. Although I have only been trying like moisture products, I probably should try out some of their exfoliants. They have exfoliating pads, they have all kinds of cleansers. Oh, and they do have body stuff, but so far I haven't had any eczema issues in a while, so I'm like really thankful for that. So my usual ColourPop lip liner that I default to is BFF2. But like I said, I'm so light right now, I don't know what's going on. I'm using just BFF, which is like for fair skin tones. Oh my god, I've never thought. I'm not a fair skin tone. I'm medium, or like not medium, maybe I'm like light medium. I've never identified with being fair. So I was using the NYX Butter lip glosses, and I feel like, have I just not noticed it before? But they're not as great as I thought they were. Like, they're kind of streaky. And I feel like the true test of a lot of lip products, whether or not you really like them, is if your lips aren't in like the most immaculate shape, like you haven't exfoliated, blah, 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 how lip products go on. And they were like, okay. Like, I felt like even when my lips were prepped and I put it across, I could still see like a streak. And even when I tapped it in, it was still like, okay. So today I'm testing out the Intense Butter Gloss, not the regular, but the intense ones. And this is in the shade Peanut Brittle. I love the shade. And it's like a thicker, more pigmented formula. And I put it on and I tapped it in, and it's good. I'm not obsessed with it. It's not like those Anastasia glosses. The Anastasia lip glosses, oh my god, they're so awesome. They're pigmented, they go on, you tap them in, and it makes your lips look perfect. But here's swatches. That's BFF from ColourPop, and this is Peanut Brittle from NYX. So I just have those on today. I'm still obsessed with the ColourPop lip liners. I'm so excited they're gonna be at Sephora. Finally swatch and see. There have been so many instances where I have purchased from ColourPop and I didn't like the color on me, and I just end up blog sailing because it's like, I don't even know what the return policy is on ColourPop. I just don't wanna put forth the effort of doing it. So I'm so glad. Although, to be real honest, there probably won't be any ColourPop displays by me because there's never any good displays by me. I have to depend on like swatches very heavily that I see online. Okay, how are we doing on time? Oh my god, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go. I have to get in the car. I will share sunglasses with you. I'm so excited. Okay, sunglasses. Now, first pair I'm gonna share with you, I had seen at Nordstrom this past weekend. I feel so weird when I say that because like I never go to Nordstrom because it's so far away. But, oh, actually this tunic is from Amazon, the one that I showed you from Amazon. It's like really long. Maybe when I get to work I'll show you depending on the lighting or who's around. Maybe not. Nix that. Okay. I saw these at Nordstrom and I'd never heard of this brand before. It's the brand Diff, D-I-F-F. And the style is called Becky. Look how beautiful these are. Are you in love? I didn't purchase them in store because I always buy everything online, right? Because cash back. Even if it's a little money back, I'm taking it. I also wanted to see what other colors they had. So I tried on a pair that were matte black, like frames, and then they had like mirror blue lenses. Those are pretty cool. But that's just like not really my vibe. I tend to go for these kind of, you know, shades. So they also have these with, they also have like a magenta mirror with this same color frame, and there's a fourth style and I can't remember what it is, but I'll link them below. They're 85 or 86 and these are awesome. Like, they're not heavy, they feel great. You have this mirrored gradient lens, which hello me, and they feel awesome. They're amazing. They're an amazing buy for a sunglass under 100. Like, really great. Highly recommend. So these I do not need your opinion on. I'm keeping these for show. Okay, now I have 4 pairs of aviators to share with you. I'll explain to you later the whole backstory behind these, but I basically, here's the thing, I am a cat eye person, ombre, gradient lens, etc., but I always want to wear aviators because I think they're like a softer vibe. They're a more approachable vibe. They're kind of like this more casual cool girl vibe, which I know I talk about this a lot. I just don't think that's me. I do think I'm a fairly casual person, but I don't think I look casual It's probably my own fault, but whatever. I'm not changing for people. So I got 4 from Key. ASOS was doing a promotion and I was just like, ooh, yay. So I just put everything that I wanted to try in my cart because it's free shipping and free returns. And it ended up being $250. And at exactly $250, you got $70 off. I'm like, that's amazing. Because not that I think Key is expensive, but I do think they're not as well made as, say, I don't know, like, for their price point, I think they could be more well made. Does that make any sense? Okay. But these feel amazing. Every single pair that I'm going to share with you, they are lightweight, they feel great, they probably get crushed, but they're fairly well constructed. So these are the ones that were a collab with like Desi Perkins. I thought I would love these because I love when glasses fade to nothing from something really dark. However, I think they're too rounded for me. I don't know that this is like a flattering shape on me, right? I don't think so, right? I wanted to like these though. But at the same time, it's kind of like, do I really want to like them? Because they're like so trendy, right? Okay, the next pair, is this the Muse? I think this is the Muse. These are in rose gold and they're a little dirty. Because I've been like really trying to play with them and see which ones I like. These are by, okay, Key, obviously. So again, I almost feel like though this one and the Desi, excuse me, are the same shape. Like it's a very rounded aviator, and I'm really, really picky when it comes to which, like the shape of aviators. I don't want them to be too big. I don't want them to be too small. I don't want them to droop too far. I need the shape to be like, I don't know, I'm really picky when it comes to aviators because I have a hard time finding ones I like. So I like the mirrored effect of these, but I don't like the shape. Lastly, we have 2 pairs of the same sunglass. It's called the Playa. I'm pretty sure it's the Playa. It could be Playa. I don't know, because I took Spanish in high school, so I'm like, is it the beach? I don't know, is it? But the Playa seems to make more sense, right? Okay, so these are, from reading the ASOS website, the rose gold ones are exclusive to them. I don't know for sure, but I think I like these the best. I think this shape is the most flattering. I also tend to need my aviators to be huge. I feel like when they are small, they look really stupid. So these are the rose gold ones. And when I had first tried them on, I thought I liked these the most. But then over time, I say this like I've had these forever. I had these for like 2 days. I think I like this color combination better. This is the gold brown. Or not. Are these too dark? Or this contrast better? I can't decide. Like, I really just want to keep one pair. I could keep both of these. At the end of the day, with the discount and like cash back and everything, I think they're around like $42 a pop, which is totally amazing because they feel great. So these kind of fly from silver to brown as far as the mirror effect. I kind of like them. I kind of like them more. Do we like this one more or do we like the rose gold? Or should I just keep the rose gold? Because the rose gold are very like summery, you know? Right? And it kind of like, it meshes with my hair, but do I like the fact that this contrasts more and is easier to wear? I don't know. I'm going with these, yes? Okay, I don't care if you commented already or if you plan on commenting later, just go down below and tell me if I should keep 1 or 2 or both, because I need to know. Okay. Okay, maybe we'll wear these for now. All right, what did I want to share with you? Oh, the backstory behind these aviators. So, at the beginning of the Nordstrom anniversary sale, I picked up the ones from Le Spec. They're called the Prince. And I got them in, and I also bought a scarf. And I think I shared the scarf with you and mentioned the sunglasses. But the sunglasses are so small on me, which they said 57 millimeters. Maybe, I don't know, don't understand how big or small that is, but they look so tiny on me. And I don't even think I have a very large face. I think I photograph with a large face, but in real life, my face is pretty small. So I sent them back. Near the end of the sale, Andrew texted me and was like, okay, I kind of want those aviators from Le Spec, from Nordstrom. And I'm like, I tried them on. They're awesome if they fit your face because they're really lightweight and they feel great, and the coloring is great because it's like this kind of antique yellowy warm gold that kind of flashes brownish black. Like the flash was beautiful, but too small. And so when I said that, Andrew was kind of like, because his face is wider than mine, so they would look ridiculously stupid on him. And obviously we always just want our faces to look smaller, right? So he's like, have you looked at the ones from Key, the Playa? And I was like, I have. It's so, I can't even tell you the amount of times where we are like feeling the same things, looking at the same things online, or just like feeling certain colors or formulas. It's so, you would not even believe how like in sync we are and not even know it sometimes. I was like, I was looking at them because after I'd returned the ones from La Spec, I was looking at the ones from Key, and these were like at the top of the list. But I'm just someone that likes cat eyes, so I didn't really like, I was just like, if I ever want to try aviators again, I'll go for the ones from Key. So after we had a conversation about aviators, the next day I went online and found this like handful on ASOS. So this specific shade I think is the one that he picked up. I think he might have picked up others to try too, so hopefully he shares them with you. But when I received this package in and I was trying them on, I was having like I had a rough evening, so I was having a rough day. So these block out a lot of sun. I don't think I've tried a lot of mirrored type things that block out this much sun. I don't know if they're polarized, I don't think so, but they block out the sun. So I was like dizzy when I was trying them on, so I couldn't really decide. But at the same time that I got my package in, he must have gotten his in because he texted me like, these are amazing. And in my like whatever state, I was like, yeah, they're so great, I love them. And I took a nap. I just could not. So I woke up from my nap, still whatever. And then I want to say yesterday, like I tried them on again and was kind of like trying to decide which ones I want to keep. I don't know. This is a lot of talk about sunglasses. To be safe, maybe I'll just get these. I think these will get more wear and I'll just return all the rest of them. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But I still want your opinion because I get so much more confirmation about whether I like a pair of sunglasses after I show them to you guys in a video. It's a combination of your comments and then like seeing them on camera. It almost gives you a very perfect third-person view of whether something is good or not, or whether something looks good. I've just been feeling much more like, I don't know, can you tell? Because I've been sharing like so much more like clothing and like accessories with you. Usually it's just like sunglasses here and there, a new bag or something, but I've been feeling more like, I don't know, not inspired is not the word because I don't know. I think it's just like the desire for more varied looks, or because I wear all this black all the time, I'm like, how can I not look so depressing, I think is probably the thing.